Hey guys, good morning and welcome to today's predictions. Again, as I told you guys, these cup matches have brought a little bit of inconsistency, and that's why we need to do thorough analysis. So, but before we go any further, please make sure you join our Telegram channel, right? We win a lot, and if you think I'm lying, just go on the channel. Last week we won 6 out of 7 days, literally speaking, on that Telegram channel. So make sure you subscribe, you join the Telegram channel. It's in the pinned comment section of this YouTube channel. So we've prepared 2 odds and 1.5 rollover. Let's kickstart this and see how it goes. If you are betting on the two, please take separately. Don't match all the matches together. So the very first game is from the Africa Cup of Nations. And guys, who would have thought that Ivory Coast would knock out Senegal? Unbelievable stuff. That's a game that I was expecting Senegal to win by 3-0 by first or second half. And it teaches a lesson that if people and when people underrate you, when people look down on you, never ever look down on yourself. Never ever underrate yourself. Always have that belief. Always, have that motivation and that self-belief that you can make it. You can do the impossible. And of course, with God's help. So always have that self-belief constantly. And that was what the Ivory Coast players had. They had the self-belief that they could do it. They could beat the defending champions, and they beat them. Anyway, so let's look at Mali. Mali's overall matches. Mali has been very, very impressive. As you can see here, 10 matches played. And the last time Mali lost a match, literally speaking, was in March 2023. March 2023. But ever since, Mali has never lost a single game. They've won or drawn, which is an impressive record. Now we look at Burkina Faso away from home. 10 matches played, and they have won just 3 times. They've lost so many times and drawn a couple of times. So this is going to be a very, very interesting game. You check their head-to-head, and their head-to-head shows that Mali has won in the most recent time, and Burkina Faso did beat them in 2017. But overall, Mali has a better head-to-head over Burkina Faso. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game. And our prediction for this game is very simple. Mali has the pedigree, they have the players, they have, they're playing really, really well. And current form suggests that this is a team in good form. You can see how they've done. They beat South Africa, they beat Guinea-Bissau. They've done really well. They've done really, really, really well. Okay, so this is a team, and they even played a 0-0 draw with Namibia in 90 minutes. They played a draw with Tunisia as well. So they're a team in good form, and it's for that reason that we are double chancing Mali to win or draw this fixture at odds of 1.28. The next game we have is from the England Premier League. It's a game involving Aston Villa and Newcastle. Now we need to look at Aston Villa's form at home, and I am about to expand it to 10 matches. So 10 games played, and these people have won 9 out of 10 times. Isn't that impressive? Let's see the last time Aston Villa lost a game at home. The last time they lost a game at home was in September, and it wasn't even a Premier League game. So now let's check the last time they lost a Premier League match. Okay, I'm scrolling down. They haven't lost a Premier League game since the start of this season. Actually, since the start of the year, they haven't lost a single Premier League game at home. The only time they lost a game was in the EFL competition. So this is a strong team at home. Now we check this Newcastle team away from home, and they have lost 3 matches away from home, and they've only won twice. And the 2 games they won were FA Cup games, right? So in their last 5 matches, they've only won twice. And when you expand it to 10 matches, and it's shocking. It's shocking in the sense that this team hasn't won a single Premier League game away from home. 10 matches played, they haven't won a single Premier League game. And the head-to-head shows that Aston Villa has better head-to-head, as you can see. They've won this competition, this fixture, a couple of times, which is very, very impressive. This is not going to be an easy game for Newcastle. Even if they score first, they're not going to win. Aston Villa has the pedigree, the form at home, and as we've seen. So it's for this reason that we are double chancing Aston Villa to win or draw this fixture in 90 minutes at odds of 1.29. The next game we have is from the England Championship. It's a game involving Leicester and Swansea. We look at Leicester at home. Leicester has won 4 times and drawn once. You look at Swansea away from home. Swansea has not won a single game in their last 5 matches. And their head-to-head, which dates back to the time Leicester was actually a championship team before they got relegated and they're now in the championship, it shows Leicester was constantly and always dominating, as you can see. So they've beaten them a couple of times and they haven't lost in their last 5 meetings. So this is going to be a very interesting game because when you check their standings, one thing you will see is that Leicester is aiming to return to the Premier League as quickly as possible. No jokes. They want to return to the Premier League very, very quickly without any ambiguity. And as you can see, Leicester is position 66, but Ipswich is up there as well, battling it out with them, and they wouldn't want to lose any more points as it might be. So, and then you look at Swansea position 16, very close to relegation places. So it's not a game Leicester will lose. They're not going to lose this game. The head-to-head current form suggests that Leicester is in a better shape than Swansea City. So it's for this reason we are double chancing Leicester to win or draw at odds of 1.09. The final fixture for this matchup, or for this collection, the 2 odds collection, is a game involving Morocco and South Africa. Now we look at Morocco's overall form. Now you can see 5 matches played, 4 wins, right? They beat Zambia, they drew DR Congo, they beat Tanzania, they beat Sierra Leone. They've been very good. So when you expand it and you realize that the last time Morocco lost a game was in the African Cup of Qualifications games, and they lost to South Africa at South Africa's home. And South Africa has a very strong home record. It's very difficult to beat them in their home. Very, very difficult. But then they have a very bad away form. Now, and that was in June, literally the last time this Morocco team won. So this is going to be a revenge for Morocco. Morocco will see these fixtures as a revenge to try and get back, carry out a revenge on South Africa for the game they lost. And it's interesting that South Africa's form hasn't been the best. So, they lost to Mali, which was expected. Mali is a strong team. They lost to Rwanda. And, generally speaking, when they've played away from home, they've not been solid. And, even head-to-head suggests that Morocco has the upper hand over South Africa. So it's a game that Morocco might win narrowly, 1 goal to 0, 2 goals to 0, or it could end in a draw in 90 minutes. And then they go into extra time. And after extra time, that doesn't concern us. Whatever happens during extra time is none of our business. Okay. So it's for this reason that we are double chancing Morocco to win or draw this fixture in 90 minutes at odds of 1.40. And you have the booking code here, SportyBet booking code, 1xBet booking code as well. Please take separately. And then we have the 1.5 rollover, which is a game involving Young Boys versus Verdon. Now we need to look at Young Boys at home. We need to expand this to 10 matches. Young Boys, the last time they lost a game at home was a Champions League game to Manchester City, literally speaking. Now let's see the last time they lost a league game. That was in September. No, that wasn't even in September. That was still a Champions League game. So now let's see the last time they lost a league match. Wow. So they haven't lost a single league game since the start of this season. But let's expand further. This is crazy. They haven't lost a single league game at home since April 2023. This is a strong team at home. Now you look at the Verdon guys, and it's a joke. It's really a joke. Their form this season. So many losses, even when you expand it. So only one win in 10 matches away from. It's easy to see young boys will put them to the slaughter. Expect a 2 to 3 goals winning margin by young boys in 90 minutes. So this is the 1.5 low level we have for you guys. And I want to wish you guys nothing but the very best for these games. Remember to join our Telegram channel. We win a lot there. Like this video, subscribe, and see you guys tomorrow.